All right, welcome to Top Trading Academy, folks. Today is 7th December, Sunday night. Let's take a look at the market condition. Okay, so disclaimer, folks. Okay, keep that thing in mind that this is not a financial advice. Make sure do your due diligence before you enter into any trade. It could be very, very risky, folks. Okay, alrighty. So let's take a look at the daily chart. See what market looks like here. All right, so 50 SMA, 100 SMA, 200 SMA, all looking nice and bullish. And remember last time when we had a pullback below almost 100 SMA and market bounce, and look at that. So that support was amazing support right here. And now we are almost close to the HOD high of the day, high of all-time high, very close to it. Okay. Now you can see here MACD looking bullish, volume bullish. Everything look like a bullish, and the bear cycle started here and then gave up, and bears gave up and bull lined up. Look like market want to go higher. So what do you think market could? Josh, we are at all-time high. You think market gonna go reversal? Looking at this technical setup right now, folks, they're looking nice and bullish. But I want to show you something interesting. Why? Because look, 50, 100, 200, all are bullish right here. Everything is now turning bullish. But there's a one thing we need to keep it in mind, and I want to show you that. Remember, S&P 500 for 2025. We're gonna look at how much S&P 500 is up since 2024 December and until now. So December is March, right here, December, around here, around right here. Okay, so let's take a look at it. 1st Jan right here. So far S&P 500 has jumped almost 46%. Normally S&P 500 goes around, folks, normally, okay, it's supposed to be 10%, 15%, right? So a lot of people have their 401k, folks, and they are right now benefiting almost 46% if they're holding the indexes right here, 46%. So 46%, normally, market maker, what they do is they bring it probably 15%, 20%, 30% max, right? But they are 46. They do have a room. Remember, they do have the room to come down. Okay, they do have the room to come down. Why? Because we have the year end coming in. If they need to book the profit, that could happen. I'm just laying out the thesis, folks. Okay, this is not technical. This is thesis. Then also we need to think about it, folks. FOMC. FOMC is next week, right? So what would happen is, the rate going to be cut quarter point, right? So what would happen is a lot of retailers could be bullish, probably. I'm just thinking. Then market maker, good news could be bad news, and bad news could be good news, right? They do play. Or good news could be good news. We don't know. Right, so the event is coming. Event nobody has a control over, folks. Okay, just keep it in mind. So when event comes in and you all become bullish, and they have a room, I just showed you 46% they are up year end, and if they want a little flush, right, they could do that too. Technical doesn't look like to me, but just the event coming, you got to keep both the side of the coin in your mind at the time you do anything, because technical looking here bullish, but also we need to keep it in FOMC as well as year end, as well as 46% market has been up since 2024 December. Now year end is coming. If they want to ring the registers, market maker do that. They have a room if they want to do that. All right, so that is the scenario here. Other than that, if you can see right here, technical fundamental class applies. You can see MACD bullish, volume bullish, condition also turning. It was bearish, it turned bullish. Now we are very close to all-time high. All right, but remember, all the SMAs are looking bullish here. I don't see any weakness. If any shows up Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, we'll see. But right now they want to break all-time high. Looking bullish. All right, so folks, again, remember this scenario. Event has no control. Nobody has a control. Keep it in mind. Nobody has a control over an event, and that could happen also. And most likely, I'm expecting, okay, if you ask me, 60% chance they could, if they want to do the dirty game, because over here MACD has been going diversion here going on. So be careful. 60-70% chance probably they could flush. okay, on FOMC if they want to do that. That's what I'm thinking. I could be wrong, but we'll see at the time it happens, because we've been up 46%, so they wouldn't mind little pulling back on a Santa Claus rally people are expecting. That can happen too, because we already have a rally 46%. Okay, that is the thesis. All right, now let's go and take a look at the smaller time frame, folks. So we're gonna look into smaller time frame, 4-hour chart. Okay, so 4-hour chart here, look at this. Wow, man, they are so much bullish looking here still at the top. Okay, so market still looking bullish at the top, 4-hour charts. All right, let me look at the 1-hour chart. Continuous squeeze. It doesn't have much strength, right? But it's still holding. The squeeze is holding the price up there. I think, man, these people do dirty game. Dirty game means they're gonna do reverse. That's the thesis, okay? Because technically everything is bullish. Okay, but MACD doesn't have the power yet. Okay, that's 1 hour. Then 30-minute chart. 30-minute charts, man, look at that, still holding nice, and squeezes keep lifting the price up, and bulls are lifting it up. All right, so even 30-minute charts also, even if you apply that upward channel, look at that caterpillar crawling up, upward, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. So still crawling. Okay, so if you wanted to, if you believe that they're gonna dump the market, then 637 is just support to watch. If you see a pullback here, still the support is here. If when you see 673, okay, then they could go lower, but again there's a lot of mountain and valley in between. So but be careful here, this area 673, and higher we have all-time high, which is right here, 690 area. All right, so I think what I think is it's more fun to go down than going fun, mean to say, like, I don't see anything weakness, okay, but more fun here going down than going anywhere here at the top, because look at the cluster strong around here, okay, at the top area, 682 area. So if you see trend line flipping downward, they could pull back to 673 zone, okay, and then it could bounce. So this is the bounce, okay. It could happen, and be careful just in case if you miss it, okay. Once the support test, bounce, rejection comes, and then go down, then yes, then they could go lower. That's the bearish scenario. Otherwise, bullish is we are almost close to the high, very right there, not that far, and look like market want to poke through. We'll see whatever market brings, because sloping, as long as the sloping support is intact, folks, right here, right, the market would be crawling upwards. As you can see, this is 30-minute charts, okay. So I do see still bulls are intact here. I don't see any weakness. One weakness shows up, thesis already laid out about the weakness. Other than that, technical is looking bullish. If anything, we always look at the daily chart during the market open, okay. I go every day live, morning 9:30 to 4 p.m. folks. Every day I share my screens live streaming, okay. I do that, so if you want to join, you can join. YouTube, subscribe. All right, folks, don't forget to click the like button also along with it. All right, so now this is 30-minute charts. I laid out the bullish scenario here, bearish scenario here, okay. Keep that thing in mind. Let's go and take a look at the Q. So like I said, the best scenario would be to wait and watch, let the market maker go first, because we are all the way at the top, particularly all the way at the top zone. We gotta be very careful. That's what I would say. All right, now we are at the Q. All right, we are the major resistance here, man. 626 area right here, okay. This is 30-minute chart. No, man, the squeeze is there, volume is not there, condition is bullish. Market, look at that, and they are creating a diversion here. Market creating a bearish diversion since, wow, look at that, 4-hour chart here showing weakness on 1st December, okay. They've been showing weakness here on a thing, but over here squeezes keep lifting market up and up and up. So I'm expecting pullback, okay? But the condition, you see this, look at these conditions are so straight arrow. These are look super bullish right here. But you never know, whenever they plug in the red hose, man, this could go lower. If they're gonna plug it right now, I see the squeezes keep lifting. That's why the cloud conditions are bullish, and we are at the resistance area. We gotta be careful, see how they're gonna play. Okay, if this flips, then yes, then the all-time high is right there. Okay, but if rejection, then if the rejection comes, the support is around, right here. Next support to watch. Okay, then it would be a good shot. I like the short side. If they do it, easy money, folks. Okay, 626, and they could go lower and go to 613. Okay, this is the area. So the bull scenario here, bear scenario here. Keep it in mind on QQQQQ, because they're creating divergence last 4 or 5 days. Okay, that is the only one reason I think that. Other than the squeeze is solid bullish, cloud conditions are bullish. They have plugged in the green money hose. That's why market looking bullish. But just in case, we got to be careful because of the diversion. Okay, this is a 4-hour chart. That's why. Let's look at the 30-minute chart. That gives you some idea. Still, yep. So squeeze keep lifting the price up. Okay, that could happen too. Man, we gotta be careful, folks. Okay, going long, be careful. Just in case, even though everything looking bullish, but just in case. Okay, just in case, if any weakness. Right, that's your QQQ. Let's take a look at the IWM. IWM, let me look at the 4-hour chart. Man, IWM is all-time high. Look at that, right? Remember I said about the last market update video, last 2 times, and I said, man, my IWM looking more bullish than QQQ. Anybody remember? Anybody remember? Look at that. IWM poked through already, and they are going. They're bullish all the way to the top, creating bearish divergence. Volumes are still holding. Okay, be careful now because of the divergence. Still, they are bullish. Still, they are bullish, but just divergence is there. I don't see any weakness here yet. Still, even though despite we are all-time high, but I don't see much weakness yet. Only the bearish divergence, but volumes are there. Okay, so if you see pullback, that's a regular normal, folks. Okay, 5 handles pullback, that's your support 245. Once this support flips, folks, yeah, then will be I see a good money after 245. Okay, so if you are bearish onto IWM, if something happens, IWM will be the great compared to QQQ or SPY. All right, just to let you know. All right, we'll see whatever happens. This is the bull scenario. We are all the way at the top. See how they validated the roof, and still bullish, right? But pullback, bear side, I would prefer. Okay, I would prefer if. Okay, but if market continue bullish, we cannot do anything because of the bearish divergence. They can keep lifting because of the volume. All right, so I do not like much this time, folks. I don't like much. We are at the top. We just need, and I don't see a weakness. Okay, I do not see weakness crazy other than the divergence. That is only 20% checklist, right? That is the one reason. Okay, all 3 indexes, so be careful. Okay, let the market maker decide first to go down, then yes, but going long, we got to be careful. Still bulls are there, but still we need to wait for the market maker to do. Okay, let's take a look at the Bitcoin. Sorry, Bitcoin. Alrighty, look at the Bitcoin. This is 4-hour charts. Bitcoin has resistance around previous rejection around 94, right? 94, 95. Once that flips, then Bitcoin bullish. This is daily chart. Let me go and look for one. Sorry, that was a 4-hour chart. Still MACD bullish, volume bullish, but condition is bearish. So I'm expecting somewhere this could be a bear flag market. Bitcoin is creating probably. Okay. As long as this trend line is intact, resistance. Okay, filling up the gas to go lower also, it can happen, you never know. So squeeze bullish, little bullish. Okay, but condition is telling me there might be a, if you see Bitcoin flipping previous high, then man, easy money to go on a Bitcoin. Okay, but the condition is telling me there is a still weakness is there, even though squeeze, volume, everything, MACD looking bullish, but I'm expecting probably pull back because of the bear flag and condition. All right, so still slowly small bounce, but we have to be very careful. You never know. All right, you never know because of the conditions. All right, because of the condition only, my MACD might be filling the gas to go lower. Okay, that's what I think. I think Bitcoin wants to, it might pull back. That's what I think. But right now, squeeze lifting, volume lifting, everything is lifting from the bottom. So if you want to be bullish, we need these to flip in order to go higher. Then it will be a lot of fun. Until then, it's just like this, like this, like this, like this, like this, like this. All right, and I'm thinking based on the condition, it might come and test this. Then we will see if that happens, whatever would be. Okay, well, right now building sloping support, slowly trying to lift, but not a big move yet because of the condition. Conditions are still bearish. All right, there's a Bitcoin, folks. We're gonna look into Tesla looking, look at that, Tesla looking great. We bounced on 365. This is daily chart. Wow, look at that diversion. And now they plugged in the money hose, and Tesla looking bullish, MACD bullish, volume bullish. Tesla looking amazing. MACD bullish, volume bullish too. Look at that, sloping support is intact, but we have resistance. All right, so be careful now here at the top area. Everything is bullish on Tesla, but just in case if they're not trap here, folks, this could be, if you see a weakness here come in, right? But right now bulls are lining up here, so Tesla looking bullish to me, want to go higher, breakout or something. Just to, what I see here is looking bullish to me, even though we are at the HOD. But just in case, if market first, if market sells off, Tesla could also go along with it. But if the market does all-time high breakout, Tesla wants to go higher. Okay, that's what it appears to me here. So that's a Tesla layout. Jump in at the top. I don't recommend. Just be careful. Do your due diligence before you enter. That's a Tesla. Let's take a look at the NVIDIA. The best thing to do is, folks, just be careful, folks. Okay, because of the year end coming. Okay, a lot of asset managers, they come and go. Okay, and that could happen. They starts. Okay, if they're selling, we don't know. Squeeze. Look at that. NVIDIA looking bearish here, but we are struggling right now. NVIDIA is struggling. We are at the bottom. NVIDIA looking bearish. NVIDIA wants to go lower. NVIDIA has a weakness. Tesla doesn't have the weakness. Okay, so just to let you know, MACD in bad territory, squeeze bearish, volume bearish. NVIDIA wants to go lower. Yeah, NVIDIA could be a good showing weakness. Okay, that's NVIDIA. All right, folks, let's wrap it up. All right, so don't forget to click the like button, subscribe button, folks, and I every day go live morning 9:30. So see you tomorrow morning 9:30. Thanks. Bye.